Hello everybody, it's Sabre. Welcome back to another Guild Wars 1 video. Yeah, Guild Wars 1. Kind of crazy, huh? Well, I asked the Discord for Guild Wars, what kind of videos do you want to see? And somebody said, oh, I want to see skill and build videos. Well, I've been kind of doing those for about 12 to 14 years ago, whatever 2011, 2012 was. So why not bring it back and do it again? Well, those videos were technically in 360 to 400 whatever P, and it was SD, very kind of blurry and like that. So why not upgrade it to the 1080p realm, and we'll surround ourselves with a red background and give you a really deep dive at some of the builds that I do. So the first build I'm going to actually look at is my personal favorite. Actually, is a Necro Mesmer build, which entails the Reaper's Mark build. Now this is the elite skill that for 30 seconds the target foe suffers -1 to -5 health deterioration, and when that foe dies, you will gain in between 5 to 15 energy. And also I paired that along with Conjure Phantasm. Now that gives you a -5 health deterioration for anywhere between 4 to 18 seconds. And to top that off, since you have 2 hexes that are on your target, you're going to add on Accumulated Pain, because when the target has 2 or more hexes on it, not only do you do anywhere between 15 to 75 damage, but you're also going to trigger a deep wound on that target. Now, while that target is going down health-wise like that, you're going to also use Necrosis and Vampiric Gaze, bouncing between these 2 skills. First, Vampiric Gaze, it just steals health anywhere between 18 to 60 health on a target foe. Necrosis, if the foe is targeting a condition or hex, which it is, thanks to all of our previous skills, this foe will suffer 60 to 90 damage. Now, I will note that this Necrosis skill is technically a Sunspear skill. It's only available in the PvE realm of the game, and you only need 5 Sunspear levels to actually get the maximum 90 damage out of it. So it's actually not that bad a deal. To round this build off, we also have Signet of Lost Souls. Now that's going to be when the target is 50% or less. Not only do you heal yourself, but you also give yourself a little extra energy in case you're starting to run a little low. We also add in Well of Blood, so we do have some points in blood magic, so we'll be able to take advantage of some of the corpses we have in the field to create a health regen, take a little stress off the monks, and help heal our main front line. And of course, you got to have a res. I prefer a Sunspear Rebirth Signet since you're already putting points into the Sunspear thanks to Necrosis, but any kind of res sig will actually do this build. Now, of course, we're also going to need attributes, so we have 11 +1/+1 and blood magic. Now it's 11 base plus a +1 rune, a +1 headpiece for that for blood. We have soul reaping, which is at 10 plus a 1 where we use soul reaping gloves. You want to have whatever primary attribute you have on whatever profession you have on gloves, so it's +1 there. And also, last but not least, we're doing secondary mesmer with illusion for Conjure Phantasm and Accumulated Pain. So we're going to have 10 points in illusion magic as well. So these are the skills on your bar, so let's check it out on the battlefield. Now that we're in the game, we're going to put this build to use. I want to show on screen that this is our build layout. Of course, we do have our armor. We have the +1 magic, blood magic with a +1 blood magic mask, or whatever primary attribute that you're using to attack with that usually goes with a headpiece. You want to put the room on top of that with that. Of course, we got the +50 vigor on the body because it's the most expensive part of the armor. +1 soul reaping, whatever stat primary you have on a class or build, you want to put that on the gloves. It's the cheapest, kind of swap out like that in case you're not using primary attribute. I do soul reaping on the gloves. And the rest of it's going to be radiant and attunement runes after that. Then we have, of course, we have a bar. We have our 10 in illusion, 13 blood magic, and we have our 11 in curses there. So we're a total of 13, 10, and 11. So we are, of course, on the Isle of Nameless, so we're going to just work our way down all these suits of armor. The armor classes don't really matter because we're kind of ignoring on this build, and we're going to see how much damage this does. Of course, we're going to start with Conjure Phantasm into Reaper's Mark to start it off, and then we're going to do Accumulated Pain because we've got the 2 hexes on our target. Of course, as it goes under 50%, hit that signet, and then we'll should blood goes right out. And of course, we're already recharged again. So we're going to dump our 2 hexes again. We'll drop that. Oh, we're not quite recharging that, so let's do a blood rel to keep our heroes going and running and going. And we're blood back down there. Oh, that's down there too. So Conjure Phantasm back into the Reaper's Mark again. Necrosis into Vampiric Gaze. Accumulated Pain. Let's get that deep wound on there. Get the energy back. Necrosis one more time, and that's gone too. So we've already killed 3 targets. We're getting health back. Our energy is still full at 57. And our skills are just been recharging right in tune with targets that are constantly going. So that's basically how the build works. It's one of my favorite builds of the game because your Necromancer, you can just keep go, self-heal, heal parties. You got your hexes for constant degen. Well, people are usually doing hard damage. You're doing hex degeneration damage, plus you're getting all your energy back thanks to the soul reaping, thanks to the hex, thanks to the Reaper's Mark, thanks to the Signal of Lost Souls. So it's a very good full build to keep your Necromancer going, keeps the pressure off the monks, and is pretty darn effective. Once again, I'm Sabre. I hope you enjoyed this build and you have a very good day. Bye-bye.